Gap years are becoming a lot more common in the pre-med community. As somebody who took a gap year, I really enjoyed my gap year. But if you're planning on taking a gap year anytime soon, here's a game plan that I would do if I were you. First, I would think about how many years do I want to take, right? Is it 1 or 2 or 3 or 4? And that should kind of help me ideally on like when I should study for the MCAT, maybe applying for a full-time job. What do I want to do? Do I want to travel? Do I just want to relax and rest? I would say ideally after you graduate, you should be studying to take your MCAT. You don't want to wait too long after you graduate to take your MCAT because your brain might forget whatever you've learned. Like the brain is going to forget things if you're not using it. Maybe take a couple months, maybe 2 months or 3 months and just study for the MCAT and then take the MCAT. But I would also say when you're taking the MCAT, you also have to keep in mind that it does expire. So if you're taking the MCAT at that time, are you going to apply to medical school before that MCAT expires? Because you don't want to have to redo the MCAT all over again. Another thing I would do is I would be looking into jobs, and this could pertain based on the major you graduate at college with. You graduate with like a business major or a music major, maybe looking into those type of jobs. If you want more clinical experience, I would say maybe try becoming a scribe, a certified medical assistant, an EMT. That's a really popular one. There's so many jobs out there that you can do. If you want to travel, like plan that out. For me, during my gap year, I worked as a clinical research coordinator. I wanted to save some money before starting medical school, so I was able to do that, and that really helped me also get clinical experience because I was like working with the patients and helping the physicians as well. You can also become a teaching assistant. Literally, it's whatever you want to do. Like, this is your gap year. Honestly, take this time to rest and explore things you want to do outside of medicine. If you need clinical experience, get that clinical experience. If you want to volunteer more, do that. But yeah, definitely enjoy the time before medical school starts. And I also think like taking a gap year definitely helps you with your interactions because you worked in real life settings before. And so like when you come to medical school, it allows you to be a lot more empathetic when you're interacting with patients, and it helps you like through your rotations. From what I've heard, you know, I've not done my rotations yet, but a lot of people are doing gap years nowadays. So if you feel like you want to do a gap year and you need to take a gap year, definitely take it. I also forgot one thing. You can also apply for master's programs, and I would definitely say apply to those programs that guarantee you an interview invite or an acceptance into their medical school. This is helpful because it really takes all that pressure or that anxiety you feel about getting into medical school. Comment down below any more questions you may have.